because I think you can see how Bulgaria has over the years used the campaign in many different ways, and certainly very excited when they showed me that they have this new campaign, the Go Green, which I think even though in the United States we have some of these programs, we haven't really attached it to our own At Your Library effort as much as they are already doing in Bulgaria. So I think that's something I'm going to steal and take back to the United States. So I'd like to now get the next program up. Great. And I'd like to bring up Dr. Hermina Anghelescu, who's from the United States, but she's originally from Romania, and she is going to be doing the presentation on behalf of the library associations in Romania, since they were not able to participate. So we really appreciate that, Hermina, so please come on.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. As Michael said, I was born, raised, educated in Romania. I worked there with the National Library for a number of years prior to coming to the United States, where I work for Wayne State University. I teach library information science. I spend my summers in Romania, and I'm very much involved. I stayed involved with the all types of libraries there, and primarily with the National Association for Public Librarians. This is a presentation that my colleagues there prepared, but they were not able to come here, and they asked me to present their PowerPoint for you. This is a short introduction about the National Library Association. And there are two National Library Associations. This one covers only the public library sector. Those of you who are not familiar with the post-communist or communist world, associations, professional associations were not allowed during the communist era. So this is a new association established after the collapse of communism in 1990. It covers the entire country. Romania is divided into 41 counties, and that's why there are 41 main branches of the association. I would say that this is the mission of the association, and I would say that the greatest accomplishment is that the association has managed to establish all kinds of partnerships with even with the other types of libraries, obviously academic, special, school libraries. The major accomplishment was the associations receiving a significant grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And this is the last year of the grant. This is the 6th year of the grant, and one of the main purposes of the grant was to establish the association, to make it stronger, to make it more powerful, and so that it can continue its activity and can develop. So these are the outcomes pretty much of the Biblionet. If Romania received this grant together with other 4 Eastern European countries, Poland, Ukraine, and Bulgaria. So we are not in competition, obviously, but the program, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation money was used differently in each and every country. So again, a little bit of background why fundamental financing at the library. During the communist regime, everything was state-controlled, state-governed. There was only one bank, and that was it. There were not that many options, and everything, all the transactions we did were in cash. Even now, this mentality, this attitude is still there. When certain people sell their houses, they prefer to see cash. They prefer to see the money, to touch the money. So you'd have people who bring briefcases full of money to do the transaction. That's a palpable transaction. And that's why, although employers right now put the salaries, the money, the wages, the monthly wages into banks, and people can use credit cards, it's still very low. This is a new type of transaction, although we are 25 years after the collapse of communism. That's why the association was very happy to develop this kind of training. Using internet banking is still a novelty in Romania for various reasons. One, I have already explained it, and palpable money is by far better than virtual in some views. And right now, that's the campaign where we try to change this perception and this attitude. There was the association had a call for trainers, and 10 people were selected, so people competed to be selected to become trainers for this program. We try to establish the training centers throughout the country, so in various geographic regions, and so that was the beginning. And we tried to do, the course was developed for librarians. It was very much hands-on, and the director of the ANBPR, the association, sent me a message yesterday, and she said, well, at the latest meeting, which occurred maybe 2-3 days ago, the trainers, which are librarians, were given virtual money, the equivalent of $30 each team, and they had to become engaged in an online transaction. So this was a real hands-on experience, and it was the first time ever they became engaged in purchasing something online. So it was something new for the librarians, for the trainers themselves. So it's going to be like a cascade effect. These trainers go home, they go to their own libraries, and they are going to train other librarians to provide as many sessions as possible. It's going to be for the whole program is going to be at least for 1 year, and they expect to cover, to penetrate, to have the program established in more than 1,000 libraries in the country. Right now there are 3,000 libraries in Romania at all levels, big cities, smaller cities, and in rural areas. Most of them being in rural areas. The partnerships that we established were with the associations of banks in Romania and other banking entities in the country. And it's pretty much a win-win situation, because the internet banking is very slow in Romania still. These are some images from, I know all of these people because they are my colleagues in Romania, and they have participated in these training sessions. This is in Bucharest, for instance, in the capital city. And course topics range from what is internet banking, how I establish my virtual presence in internet banking, obviously, and this goes to data safety, security in e-commerce and this kind of things. Of course, these are just a few samples of topics, and obviously upon request many other topics or courses can be developed. What happens after this? Obviously, there will continue to be need for such a program, and I don't see the program dying in a year. No, on the contrary, I see it being repeated in many other contexts, not only at the library. Librarians can go in schools, librarians can go into people's offices, in other types of institutions to do this kind of, to provide this kind of training. They don't have to do the training only at the library. So they will do outreach, community outreach. So obviously we will measure the results. There are all kinds of ways to assess the impact these courses and this program is going to have, both from the library and from the other institutions, and for instance the banks, because I've seen some graphs that I don't have here, that internet banking is increasing, but slowly at this point. So they hope for more internet banking and internet presence and e-commerce in Romania. These are just a few testimonials from librarians who took the course, and they were, if they were this enthusiastic, you can imagine that their students and the participants in courses are going to benefit from their enthusiasm. So this, Ioana, she's the director of the ANBPR, and this is her email address. I'm here to answer any other questions, and thank you for your attention. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
So thanks, Hermina. Thank you again for stepping in on behalf of your colleagues in Romania. And I just wanted to kind of just start again with that slide. So that's, like I said, a really quick overview of the campaign for the world's libraries, how it kind of works, how different countries have used it, how it's been used in different settings, different types of libraries to promote different services, to promote the library, to promote librarians. Hopefully it's been interesting that how it is used, and you can see that it might have some practicality to be used in your situation, whether through your association or at your library. So I'd like to now open it up if anybody has questions about different things that were talked about, and obviously Hermina and Snezhana would be happy to also respond if you have questions about either how they got some things going off the ground and whatnot.